Well, hello folks. I think it's week 6 of recovery now. So this week we went to the physio again. He's given me some new exercises, which I'll show you in a moment. We've also been out and done a little bit of walking, maybe a little bit further than I anticipated, on the crutches. And by the time I got home, my leg was quite swollen. And then we've been doing these newer exercises that are more advanced exercises that the physio showed me as well. So knee is looking a little bit more better today, a little bit swollen, and that is one of the problems. I'm trying to get the swelling down, although I'm trying to be a bit more active, and I think being more active, because I'm up on my feet more, that my leg is swelling up more. So I need to think to still sit down, rest my leg. But I'm bored of TV. I've got Netflix, but I'm not really a TV person. I'd rather be outside enjoying the outdoors, and that's the goal, as I always keep saying each week. Right, let me show you what we've been up to. Right, here we go. Out on the crutches. We're out in the snow. My daily walk. Trying to walk around the block each day now. The only problem is, at the moment, A, we've got a snowy, icy floor due to the snow last night. And B, I'm meant to be on 2 crutches, and I'm walking on 1 crutch because I'm holding the camera. So I think we have to put the camera away and carry on with my little walk. So it's great, the physio, what he said to me is do this exercise. So when I go up, I end my leg as much as I can. Now it looks like I'm doing the silly walks of Monty Python, and then when you do, to put the leg down and then push through as I'm doing it. We'll keep at this. I'm walking, trying to do about 2 miles on the crutches every day now. He seems to be doing okay. Now I've managed to make my hallway a bit of a gymnasium for my knee exercises. So this one is a new exercise that I was shown by the physio. They told me to stand on a step. Well, I live in a bungalow, so 1 flat level, so there's no steps. I'm not using the frame anymore, so I've managed to put a piece of wood on the frame. I get my knee up and I bend it forward as much as I can. This is making me bend my knee more than 90 degrees. At the moment, I've actually got it to 110. Got my measurement device so I can get my knee as far back as possible and then push forward, and then it's the balance bit I find is the difficult bit here. So bend it forward as much as I can, measure it out, and get into, that's 98 degrees. So before where it was like 96 was a record, 98 is about my average. Sometimes I get all the way up to about 110 doing this exercise. It really does pull on the knee. So we've obviously the scar tissue has made it tighter. So I'm doing this looser, but this exercise with the other exercises I've been shown by the physio recently is making this a lot easier, and I'm managing to do them a lot better, which is getting to better results. So I'll keep doing this, pull it forward as much as I can. So the other exercise I've got is similar to what we've been doing before. So this one is, I'm using the perching chair. Again, a chair I'm not using anymore because I'm beyond that. I can shower standing up now, washing sitting down because I couldn't really put much pressure on my leg. Now I've gone past that stage. So these pieces of apparatus could go back to the Red Cross to surplus to other people. They will do eventually. But at the moment, I managed to use these for different exercises. So what I'm doing now is actually doing exactly the same exercise I was doing before. What I was shown in the physio is that they've got a bed that goes up and down. Theirs was over 50, 60 centimeters high. So that's higher than my chair and my lounge. So I've got this now. I can adjust the height of this, making that little bit extra height, so that now when I'm pushing this back, I can push beyond 90 degrees. So again, It's given me that a little bit extra to be able to pull it. Now again, if I measure it, just getting the measurement right is the hardest bit I find on this. So get that. Well, we've got 102 degrees. I'll do that without moving it. Yeah, so 102 degrees there. I couldn't have done that before with the lower chair because I just couldn't get my leg back any further. I have again managed to get my leg to a maximum of 108 degrees at the moment doing this way, but it's making it a lot looser. Unfortunately today my knee's more swollen than it has been other days. I am applying the ice as usual, but it just doesn't seem to, the swelling go down much. So we'll just carry on, persevere. So that's 2 of the exercises, 2 of the newer ones. Well, using the little elevated height means I can actually push my leg back further than I would have been able to do sitting on the lower chair. So this third exercise I've been shown by the physio, which is new. With my bending exercises, I've also got to try to straighten my leg. I am having a little bit of difficulty on that. The object is to get to 0 degrees. I'm actually around 5 degrees, which is an improvement on about 2 weeks ago where I was 10 degrees, so I couldn't get my leg to straighten more than 10 degrees, which obviously when you're walking, put pressure on it and nerve out, so you want it as straight as possible. So this exercise that I've been shown by the physiotherapist this week, I should show you now. As you can see, I'm against the wall now. What I've done is taken the apparatus away and moved it across. If I put my right leg, my better leg, I can push all that all the way straight to the wall. And that's showing I've got 0 degrees. Where my left leg, well, it's not doing so well. Not well at all. There's a big gap down here. But I have got something to help me with this. Try and straighten both of them up. I'm really trying to push this leg back. Now, again, because my leg is swollen today, I find it's more difficult for my leg to get that far back. Fortunately, the way my hallway is, I've got a little bit that sticks out on the opposite side of the wall. Fortunately, if I lean forward, then I can push my leg back a little bit more. Now, as you can see, it's not helping too much, but it's helping a little bit. Here you go. I can just feel my calf scraping against the wall. So that has already got it to 0 degrees, although not at a natural angle, because if I let go, A, I lose my balance, and B, I'm way off where I want to be. What I do is try and do this 3 or 4 times a day. So I think I've improved since Tuesday when the physio showed me these exercises. I was at 5 degrees then. I think I would say I'm getting closer. I would say about 3 degrees, 4 degrees at the moment. But then once obviously if I've got compressed forward at the front, although it's more difficult and it's more painful, I can just about get my leg to touch that wall. But if I keep doing it 3 or 4 times a day, eventually it's going to ease off that I can do it naturally without having to push against the wall, and that means I'm getting to 0 degrees. So it's not all about getting to 120, 130 degrees and bend, it's also trying to get your leg as straight as possible. So that's my 3 new exercises, and I think they're benefiting me quite well. The more I put into it, the more I get out, like anything in life. Anyway, let's sit down again. So the 4th exercise, I've done this before where I have got my leg elevated and it's straight as possible as I sit down here. But here I've got some books, and now what the physio's told me is to put some weight on my leg. Well, I was looking around trying to think, what can I put on there? Pity Barney's not here from last week because he could have sat on my leg and straightened it. So we're going to use the books. So we're going to put the books on there. That's straightening my leg. Beforehand, when I was doing this exercise, I was trying to tense my legs and try and push it down. They said to make it as loose as possible, but still putting the weight on the lower thigh, just above my knee, and that should stretch my leg a little bit more. I suppose the more books I go, but they're a bit wobbly, I'm having to hold them down, and I put a little bit of pressure on it as well. And like before, hold it for 5 minutes. So I've got numerous books here, and I'm sure the power will get higher and higher the more I try to straighten my leg. So that's the 4 exercises that the physio has shown me that's different to what I was doing before. Now, I'm still doing the leg elevations. Now I do short, fast ones, and I do a set of 10 of those, and then I do a set of 10 that is a little bit more controlled. I'll lift it up, hold it a couple of seconds and bring it down. Do a set of 10 of that, then go back to the faster 10. And that's strengthening my leg muscles up here, obviously strengthening my knee as well. So that exercise, yes, we're doing it as well. And then the other exercise we're really working on now, again, underneath my knee, and I'm bending the leg while it's elevated. I'm trying to pull all this back as much as possible. So if I try and do it on a slight angle, you can see I am trying to bend this quite a lot. And actually, this is just as good as doing it in the chair, getting to around 95, 100 degrees on this angle. So a lot of these exercises now, they're sort of like they're becoming more advanced, so to speak. So that is all going well. Going outside and doing a bit of walking. Next week, I've got my appointment, my consultant's appointment. I think it's 7th week in. The consultant will have a look at my leg, see how I was getting on, and hopefully we don't have to have this operation where they snap the leg back, which is for some people where they think that they're not bending their leg enough. I think it's for people that's not really doing the physio, where, as you can see, week on, week out, I'm doing the physio as much as I can. I'm getting closer and closer to be able to walk up higher and higher ground, hopefully without the crutches as well. Look forward to next week's video, and thank you for watching this video. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel overall, please do, and feel free to add a comment and click the like. Until next time, stay safe, look after yourselves, and I'll see you soon. Bye hikers.